Okay? Remember our song? No, we are working in past tense. Okay? Now, please, we are going to make a revision before we start the class about this conversation we practice. Do you remember? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? I am sad. Why? Because I lost my pet last week. Now we practice this. Let's see. Adriana Montes. Adriana, what's the matter?
¿Me escucha, teacher? I am sad.
Why?
Because lost my bike last night.
Last night. Very good. Very good. Adriana, choose one student in the class, please, and say what's the matter and then why.
Alejandra Valdión, what's the matter?
I am good.
Why?
Because sprained my brother.
Okay, let's stop here. Sorry, stop. When you say what's the matter and you say I am good, I am happy, or I am okay, why? What is the reason? Because, teacher, today is my birthday, or tomorrow is my mother's birthday. That's why I am happy. Alejandra, ankle, this word ankle means tobillo in Spanish. Sprained my ankle means me doblé el tobillo. If the teacher says, what's the matter? I am happy. Why? Because I sprained my ankle. Has relation, Alejandra? Yes or
No,
no?
teacher.
No, don't has a relation. So you have to, if you use an emotion here, try to use a relation, the reason. For example, what's the matter? I am good. Why? Because my father gave me a present. No, that's the reason. Gave me a present. Because today I am going to watch my favorite program. That's why I am good. I am happy. Need to be relation, okay? Alejandra, please choose one student in the class and make the question. What's the matter and why?
Okay, teacher. María José. Estela.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
I can walk.
Why?
Because I sprained my ankle.
Very good. Very good. Maria Jose, choose one boy now, please, in the class. One boy.
Fabricio Martín.
Okay,
What's the matter?
I am hungry
Why?
because I didn't have breakfast last night.
Very good, Fabricio. Choose one boy, my friend, in the class.
Imanol,
Yes.
what's the matter?
I am sad
Why?
because I lost my favorite hat.
Excellent, Imanol. Excellent. Very good, Fabricio. Very good, Maria Jose, Alejandra, Ariana. Very good. This we practiced the last class, no? And we are working in past, huh? But in this past is different. Now, please, we are going to work today. Today we will learn what a safari is, and we are going to learn 2 actions in the past. Okay? Now think, please. When the teacher says safari, what words come into your mind? What words? Tell me, please, in English. What come into your mind when you listen safari? Safari. Maria Jose, tell me.
Jungle and animals.
Jungle and animals. Very good. Another student, please. When you listen safari, this word, what places come into your mind? What continents come into your mind? What kind of animals? What animals do you think when you listen safari? The cows, the horses, or lions? Almendra, please, Almendra. Almendra.
Professor.
Almendra, what continent do you think when you listen safari? America? Europe?
Africa.
Africa, very good. Africa, yes? Good. Alex, what animals do you think when you listen safari?
Teacher, then what's safari animals is the lion?
The lions, very good, no? Lions, good. Yes, safari is when you travel to other country, usually is in Africa, to see, to watch wild animals like cheetahs, lions, giraffes, okay, and others. Now, let's watch this video, this short video, and tell me what's the matter with the lions. Okay, what happened in this safari? Pay attention, please.
Okay, Dad, you come into the car. You're gonna have to see. Yikes. Stupid video? Yeah, but it's not a very good one. Yikes. Holy cow, Cindy. Oh my gosh. I know. You just locked the door. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they could do that. Yes. Are you sure? I hope so. Oh, did you lock them, Dad?
I did.
That was good. Boy, well, you have a story to tell.
Okay, please tell me what's the matter with the lions? What was the problem? They went in a safari, no? This family went in the car in a safari. But what happened with the lions? Who can tell me? What did you see in the video? With this, no? With this lion. Emmanuel, please tell me.
The lions hungry.
Yeah, the lions were hungry, yes. But what did this lion do? What did it do with the car? Maria Jose, tell me, what did it do?
The lion opened the door.
The lion opened the door, no? Surprising, amazingly. How? We know that the lions can open doors, but this lion opened the door. Lions are dangerous, remember. When you're visiting, when you're watching them, even in a car, you need to be careful because lions are dangerous. And at the end, they say this, no? Lock the door. Lock the door. Lock the door is this, no? Locked. Okay, lock. Now we are going to learn some vocabulary before we start our class, okay? Let's open, please, our books. What's the matter with the lions? The lions are dangerous in the safari, okay? Now, we have a vocabulary here, some words we are going to use. Listen, please, and repeat, okay? Repeat.
Safari.
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 Open your microphone.
Safari.
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 Safari. Safari.
Countryside.
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 Zebra.
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 National Park.
National
National Park.
National Park.
National Park.
Lock.
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 Loud.
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 Dangerous.
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 Way.
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 way. Good. Very good, please. Now, safari. Yeah, you know safari. It's when you visit
Safari. Safari.
the countryside, visit to look the zebras, the lions, okay? You explore one national park. Countryside. Teacher, what is countryside? Countryside is the opposite of city. Huancayo is a city, and look at this picture. This is a countryside. Okay? See a zebra, you know this animal, zebra, you know. National park, you know. In Peru, for example, we have many national parks. Okay? Lock. Teacher, what is this word lock? Lock is when you close the door, you need to lock the door. Okay? That's why in the video we saw, the girl didn't lock the door. No? She believes that the lions can open the door. But when the lion opened the door, she is scared, and that she closed the door and she locked the door. Okay, that is this word, lock. Echar el seguro, poner el candado, okay, that is lock. Loud. Loud, you know, loud is, speak loud, please. What's your name? My name is Carlos. No, speak loud. My name is Carlos. That is loud. Okay. Dangerous, you know, dangerous. Zebras aren't dangerous. Lions are dangerous. Okay. Way. Way means, for example, this is the car and this is the way, the route, the road, the path. That is way. Okay? Good. Let's see. Dasha, please, can you read the vocabulary?
Yes, teacher. Safari. Countryside. Zebra. National Park. Lock. Loud. Dangerous. Way.
Very good, Dasha. Ramirez, Matias, please. Mati, read please the vocabulary.
Safari, courtesy, zebra, national park, look, load, down horse, white.
Very good, Mati. Very good. Only remember this, okay? Look. Look is different. This is lock. Lock. Lock es poner el candado, poner el seguro. Okay, lock. Look is watch. Look. Okay, it's different. Good. Fabricio Hurtado, please read the vocabulary, my friend.
Safari, safari. Countryside. Zebra. National park. Luck. Loud. Dangerous way.
Nice pronunciation, Fabricio. Nice. Good. Valerie, please, can you read the vocabulary? Yarango, please. Valerie, read the vocabulary. Maybe has problems now with the microphone. Okay, let's continue, please, with our book, with our article. Okay, this is in a magazine, My First and Last Safari by Fred Collins. Listen, please, listen and identify the vocabulary. Okay, the vocabulary we learn: safari, countryside, zebra, national park, lock, loud, dangerous, and way. Okay, listen and identify in your books.
2. Listen and answer. Where could you find the text below? Why do you think this was Fred's first and last safari? Then read.
My First and Last Safari by Fred Collins. Last summer, my family and I went to Africa on holiday. We stayed in a small house in the beautiful African countryside. It was great. One day, we visited the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania for a safari. I wanted to see zebras so much.
Listen, please.
We waited in our car, and after some time, we saw hundreds of zebras. They were running not very far from us. We got out of our car and took photos. Suddenly, the zebras turned round and stopped. They started running again, and they stopped right in front of us. "Get into the car," Dad shouted. We got into the car and locked the doors. The zebras started running really fast, and some were jumping over our car. It was so loud. We were all scared. Finally, they went away. "Zebras aren't dangerous, but we were in their way," said Dad. We were all very happy it was over.
Okay, this is our article. This is talking about Fred's safari. Now, let's listen one more time, please. Identify the vocabulary, please. Okay? Then we are going to answer some questions. One more time, okay? Listen and you read, please.
2. Listen and answer. Where could you find the text below? Why do you think this was Fred's first and last safari? Then read.
My First and Last Safari by Fred Collins. Last summer, my family and I went to Africa on holiday. We stayed in a small house in the beautiful African countryside. It was great. One day, we visited the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania for a safari. I wanted to see zebras so much. We waited in our car, and after some time, we saw hundreds of zebras. They were running not very far from us. We got out of our car and took photos. Suddenly, the zebras turned round and stopped. They started running again, and they stopped right in front of us. "Get into the car," Dad shouted. We got into the car and locked the doors. The zebras started running really fast, and some were jumping over our car. It was so loud. We were all scared. Finally, they went away. Zebras aren't dangerous, but we were in their way, said Dad. We were all very happy it was over.
Okay, now please, I'm going to go, please, you go to anotar, please, and help me to find the vocabulary in the article, okay? In the story about Fred Collins and his first and last safari. Go to anotar, Alejandra, yes, go. Go to anotar and circle. Good, Emmanuel, safari, countryside, national park, zebras. Very good.
Ya, profe.
Very good.
Profe,
Equal-
¿todos podemos anotar o...?
Yes, but if one student circle this, it's not necessary other student. No, only one. No, only one. Christopher, it's not necessary, please. Okay, only one. African is not in the vocabulary. Only one. Now, in the second part, the same, please. The same. Help me in the second part in the article. Okay, the same. Circle, please, the vocabulary. In your books too, huh? Don't forget, in your books too. Zebras, good. Alejandra, no continue, only one. Okay, just one. Shania, only one.
Yo fui la primera en este y Shania y no sé quiénes más
Yeah.
volvieron a subrayar.
Only one, please, only one. Zebras, good.
Yo fui el primero en escribir cebra, el de arriba.
Locket.
El primero.
Way. Dangerous, loud, very good. Okay, equal please in your books, okay? In your books the same. Now let's answer some questions, okay? About this article. Question 1. Who went on a safari last holiday? Who? Yeah, we finished identifying the vocabulary. Now tell me, who went on a safari last holiday? Alejandra, please, who?
Is the Africa?
The question, remember, who? Teacher, what is who? Remember, we have what, where, who, how, and why, no? The last class we learned why. Alejandra, this question is who? Who went on a safari?
Who were to the Africa?
Yeah, but who? Who went to Africa? Who?
To the safari?
Okay.
The Serengeti National Park?
No, that is where. You need to remember, please, the words we learn. Huh? Okay, other student, let's see. Almendra, who went on a safari?
Africa.
No, Africa is where. Donde. The question is who? Who? Let's see, Daniel, please. Who went on a safari last summer?
Last summer, my family and I went to the Africa on the holiday.
Okay, okay, Daniel, listen. You and your family went to a safari? You?
Yes.
You, Daniel Moscoso Reyes, went on a safari?
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, it's not. Shania, who went on a safari? Who?
The family.
The family of who? The teacher's family? Who? Kevin? Faye? Donna? Who? Megan, please. Megan, help us. Megan, who went on a safari?
The Fred's family?
Very good. This is the answer, my friends. Who went? Fred Collins and his family. Okay. Remember, who means quién. Who? Who went on a safari? Fred Collins and his family. Okay, it's not my family or your family. It's Fred's family. Okay, good. Second question, listen. Where did they go? Where? To what place? Where did they go? Maria Jose, tell me please.
In Serengeti National Park.
Excellent. Where, remember, where is donde? Okay, where? They went the Serengeti National Park. Now, very good, in Tanzania. Good. Let's continue, okay? In this part of the article. Listen. What were doing the zebras? What were doing the zebras? Let's see, my friend. Diana Joaquin. Diana, in this part of the article, what were the zebras doing?
The zebras start running really fast and some were jumping.
Yeah, very good. The zebras were running, Were running in the countryside. Good. Next question. Why, remember why? The father says, get into the car and lock the door. Why? What is the reason? Why the father says, get into the car, enter to the car, and lock the door? Why? Because there is a situation here, okay? Pay attention. The zebras started running very fast, really fast, and some zebras were jumping over the car. Okay? First, the zebras were running far the car. Okay? First, the zebras were running far the car. But suddenly, after, the zebras start running, start going to the car. That's why the father says, get into the car and lock the door. Because the zebras start running really fast and some zebras were jumping over the car. Okay? That's why they were Fred and his family. That's why Fred and his family were scared. Okay? Let's see. The next question, okay? The last question. Kevin, please. Kevin, are zebras dangerous? Like the lions, for example? Are zebras dangerous, Kevin? Yes or no, Kevin? Are zebras dangerous?
No.
No, they aren't. No, very good. No, teacher, the zebras aren't dangerous. Yes, but in this case, okay, in this case, the father says that because the zebras, imagine please, 100 zebras, hundreds of zebras running to the car. Maybe the zebras will be destroy the car because they are running. Okay, that's why the father says, get into the car. Okay, now please, read one more time the article, read one more time the article and complete this sentence. Tell me if this sentence are true or false. Okay, read one more time. Fred's calling Safari, okay, read one more time and you tell me if this is true or false. I'm going to give you 1 minute, okay? Read a sentence. Fred went on a safari holiday with his friends. True or false? Fred took photos of the zebras. The zebras started running very fast. Some zebras jumped over their car. Zebras are dangerous animals. Read please one more time the article and tell me if it's true or false, okay? 1 minute.
Teacher, finish.
Good. If you finish, very good. Camila, please, you're going to read the number 1. Okay, you are going to help me. Yes.
Yo, Alejandro también. El
Kaori,
de las fotos soy.
wait, please, wait. Ivanov, you the number 4, okay, Ivanov?
Me.
And Matias Beltran, please, you the number 5, okay? You're going to read the number 5. Okay, Camila, please, read number 1.
Fred went on the safari holiday with his friends. False.
Excellent. Very good, Camila. False. Brisa, please, number 2. Brisa. Brisa has problems, maybe. Alejandra, please help me with the number 2.
Yeah, teacher. Fred took photos of the zebras. True.
Excellent. Very good, my friend. True, no? Mention in the article. Good. Kaori, please, number 3. Yes. Very good. True, no? The zebras started running very fast. 4. Ivanol, please read.
Teacher, me.
Ivanov, please read.
Me, teacher.
Ivanov. Okay, Ruben Avila, please. Ruben, help us in the number 4. Ruben, number 4, please read. Ruben. Read, please, read. Some zebras jumped.
Verdadero, profe.
Me, teacher, me.
No, come on. Shania, please help us, Shania, in the number 4, okay?
Okay. Some zebras jumped over their car. True.
True. Very good. Matias Beltran, please. Matias, number 5.
False.
False. Excellent. No? Zebras aren't dangerous. The lions are dangerous. Okay, very good. Now, please, complete this in your book and pay attention. Okay, this is important, please. This is the most difficult part. Pay attention, please. Pay attention. We are going to join the simple past and the past progressive. We use these two in one sentence to express two actions that happened in the past. Okay? For example, we have here an example, no? Dylan was diving. He was diving when he saw a turtle. You see? This is continue, no? He is diving, continue diving. Dylan was diving. But when we use the verb saw, see, it's only for one moment. He saw a turtle. You see, one action happened in the past, and next, the other action. Okay? Let's see other example. Pay attention. She was cleaning a window. She was cleaning when the telephone rang. You see, first idea, she was cleaning a window when the telephone rang. The second idea, the telephone rang. You need to notice that it's impossible, says she cleaned the window when the telephone was ringing. It's not okay. We only use this, no? She was cleaning a window. Was cleaning when the telephone rang.
Teacher, one question.
Yes, Shania.
¿Cuándo se usa was o when?
Okay, now, remember, was means, where was Anthony? He was on the balcony. He was looking the stars. Estaba. She was cleaning. Estaba limpiando. When the telephone rang. Cuando el teléfono sonó. Cuando. Remember, when means that. When. When is your birthday? When do you have classes? When. When the telephone rang. Ella estaba limpiando una ventana cuando el teléfono sonó. No puedo decir cuando el teléfono estaba sonando. Okay? The correct is she was cleaning a window when the telephone rang. Dylan was diving when he saw a turtle. Okay? The same, similar example. Mike was driving a car, when he saw a helicopter. It's possible this mix-up, pay attention here. This other example, no? The children were playing, plural, they were playing in the park when it started to rain. Now, but pay attention. It's possible, says this, pay attention. Kate was reading a book when her mom was cooking. Si lo traducimos sería, Kate estaba leyendo un libro cuando su mamá estaba cocinando. Is possible? Yes. She was reading a book when her mom was cooking. Okay, it's possible this mix. But it's I know it's a little difficult, maybe a little confusing, but we are going to continue work with this in 6th grade. Okay, don't worry with this. But we are going to work with this in the platform, okay? But first, let's work in this audio, in our books, okay? Listen this story and check the correct pictures. Okay, the correct pictures. For example, no, this is a mix of 2 actions. We were going by bus when it started to rain. Okay, 2 actions happen in the same bus. You listen, please listen this audio, listen the audio, and check what pictures are correct. Okay, listen, please.
4. Listen and tick the correct pictures.
Last weekend was very special. It was our school trip to the countryside. When I got to school on Friday, everyone was excited. The teachers were calling the students' names. Some students were getting on the buses. Some other students were taking photos. Mr. Green was talking to the bus driver, and Mrs. Bolton was asking Mrs. Carey about the weather. Mr. Brown was putting the tents onto the bus. At 9 o'clock, the buses left the school. On the bus, we played many games. Suddenly, we heard a loud noise. Clouds filled the sky and it turned grey. Then it started raining. We stopped at a small hotel, and when we got to our rooms, there was a blackout. I was afraid and I ran out onto the balcony, but I slipped and fell. I sprained my ankle. I went to bed early that night. On Saturday, the sun was shining again, and my ankle was better too. We went to the countryside, and the rest of the weekend was fantastic.
Now let's listen one more time, okay?
4. Listen and tick the correct pictures.
Last weekend was very special. It was our school trip to the countryside. When I got to school on Friday, everyone was excited. The teachers were calling the students' names. Some students were getting on the buses. Some other students were taking photos. Mr. Green was talking to the bus driver, and Mrs. Bolton was asking Mrs. Carey about the weather. Mr. Brown was putting the tents onto the bus. At 9 o'clock, the buses left the school. On the bus, we played many games. Suddenly, we heard a loud noise. Clouds filled the sky and it turned grey. Then it started raining. We stopped at a small hotel, and when we got to our rooms, there was a blackout. I was afraid and I ran out onto the balcony, but I slipped and fell. I sprained my ankle. I went to bed early that night. On Saturday, the sun was shining again, and my ankle was better too. We went to the countryside, and the rest of the weekend was fantastic.
Okay. Now check please your items in your books, check. In the listening, mention this. No, some kids were getting up to the bus, getting on the bus, and some were waiting. The one teacher was putting the tents on the bus. They mentioned also this. They mentioned that there was a blackout, and he ran, but he slipped and sprained ankle. And at the end, they says this, no? Okay? Now, check please in your books this. And now, we are going to practice 2 actions in moment, okay? In the past, 2 actions in the past with the next picture, with the picture 5 in our books. This. Tell me please the actions you see in this picture. For example, Lisa, what action is this? What action is for Lisa? Cooking? Andrea, please. Watering the plants. No? Watering the plants. Andrea, please, look at Mr. Green. What action is this? Andrea, what action is this?
¿Me escucha?
Yes.
Fishing.
Fishing. Very good. Adriana Montes. Adriana, Mrs. Bolton and Mrs. Carey. What action is this?
Teacher, ¿me escucha?
Yes.
They cooking.
They are cooking, no? Cooking is the action. Good. Maria Jose, what action is for Kate?
She's take photos.
Yeah, take photos, no? Taking photos. Good. Rose, please, what action is for Mike?
Teacher, ¿me escucha?
Yes.
Is meat?
Meat?
Eat.
Eat, yes, eating, no? It's eating. Good. Rita, you know, watering the trees in this case. And Brian, let's see. Byron, please. What action is for Brian?
He's cleaning the camp.
The car? The tent, no? Very good. Cleaning. Cleaning the tent. Okay. Now, please, you are going to tell me sentences using two actions in past. Okay. Similar to this example. Pay attention. You mentioned here the name. Oh, come on. The name. For example, Lisa was watering the plants when it started to rain. In Spanish means Lisa estaba regando las plantas cuando empezó a llover. You see, two actions are one idea and the second idea, it started to rain. Tell me examples, okay? Tell me examples. In the first part, the name. The name of the person, okay? Here, the name. For example, we say Lisa, no? Then the action. Watering. And then complete with a second idea. Okay? Let's see. Okay. Catherine, please. Catherine, can you tell me one example?
Teacher, ¿me escucha?
Yes. Tell me one example.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Bolton was cooking when it's
when it started to rain.
Start to rain.
Very good. When it started to rain. Very good. Fabricio Martin, one example, please. Fabricio, one example, please.
Mr. Green was fishing when it started to rain.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. Daniel, please tell me one example, Daniel.
A ver. Rita, the washing in the plants.
When, continue please, when
in that tree.
Okay, good. Now pay attention. It's possible says different examples. For example, we can say Lisa was watering the plants, when Mrs. Green was fishing. It's possible, says that. Okay, when Mr. Green was fishing. This example, the first, this, please pay attention, is possible, says it's okay. When we talk about Lisa was watering the plants when Mr. Green was fishing. Because the two actions are happening in the past. He was fishing when Lisa was watering. Or Kate was taking photos when Mrs. Carey and Mrs. Bolton were cooking. Okay, try to notice these activities, okay? Good, I'm going to help you, no, don't worry, okay? Now, please, let's work in the ELT book, okay? Open, please, now, your ELT book, the book, okay? Your book, and also open your platform, okay? Your platform. Imanol, do you have a question?
No, teacher.
Good. Shania, no, okay. Now, please, let's work in our platform because we are going to practice these two actions in past. Okay, I'm going to help you, don't worry. But open now, please, your ELT and your book. In the book, remember page 18. 18. Okay. And in the platform, the same, no? In the book is Unit 5, Lesson B. In the platform, the same. Unit or practice, unit or interactive are equal 5B. Okay, 5B. I'm going to help you with activity J and K, okay? These two. Activity J and K with a teacher, okay? Listen, please, this short conversation and help me to complete, okay? Listen.
Well, as you all know, Dr. Jones is in the hospital. Someone hit him on the head yesterday afternoon outside his house. Now, I must ask you all some questions. Mrs. Newton, what were you doing at that time? Did you see what happened?
I was cooking dinner when I looked out of the window and saw a strange man in a black hat and black clothes. He was carrying something, but I couldn't see what it was.
What about you, Mr. Donald? What were you doing?
Oh, I was in the yard. I was feeding my dog while my friend, Mrs. Chapman, was playing with the cat. We were laughing when we heard Dr. Jones scream. We ran to his house and saw him on the ground. It was terrible.
Profesor, ¿qué unidad es?
Mr. Harold, did you hear or see anything strange?
Not really. I was listening to music at that time and I was dancing too, so I couldn't see or hear anything that happened outside.
But, Mr. Harold, you weren't listening to music. We were in the yard near your house, and we didn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I wasn't at home. I was at the movies.
The unit is this, pay attention, it's in the book. Look at some, 5B. Okay?
Que no se lo escucha bien.
Yeah, the audio is like that. The audio is very fast. Okay? It's unit 5, lesson B. Let's listen one more time, okay?
Profe, se le escucha muy bajo.
¿Al audio?
Sí, profe, no se le escucha
Teacher, no se le escucha bien.
Sí, se le escucha súper bajo.
Está un poquito alejado, profesor Roder. Si podría, por favor, acercarse un poquito al micro.
¿El audio es el que se escucha mal o mi voz?
El audio, o sea, está como que muy alejado del micrófono.
El audio de esta actividad no es tan claro. Está así medio...
Ay.
Ajá.
Es tu voz. No, tu voz.
Okay.
Ajá.
Okay. Now, pay attention, please, one more time. Listen, okay? Listen the audio.
Well, as you all know, Dr. Jones is in the hospital. Someone hit him on the head yesterday afternoon outside his house. Now, I must ask you all some questions. Mrs. Newton, what were you doing at that time? Did you see what happened?
I was cooking dinner when I looked out of the window and saw a strange man in a black hat and black clothes. He was carrying something, but I couldn't see what it was.
What about you, Mr. Donald? What were you doing?
Oh, I was in the yard. I was feeding my dog while my friend, Mrs. Chapman, was playing with the cat. We were laughing when we heard Dr. Jones scream. We ran to his house and saw him on the ground. It was terrible.
Mr. Harold, did you hear or see anything strange?
Not really. I was listening to music at that time and I was dancing too, so I couldn't see or hear anything that happened outside.
But, Mr. Harold, you weren't listening to music. We were in the yard near your house, and we didn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I wasn't at home. I was at the movies.
Let's listen one more time, okay? Listen.
Well, as you all know, Dr. Jones is in the hospital. Someone hit him on the head yesterday afternoon outside his house. Now, I must ask you all some questions. Mrs. Newton, what were you doing at that time? Did you see what happened?
I was cooking dinner when I looked out of the window and saw a strange man in a black hat and black clothes. He was carrying something, but I couldn't see what it was.
What about you, Mr. Donald? What were you doing?
Oh, I was in the yard. I was feeding my dog while my friend, Mrs. Chapman, was playing with the cat. We were laughing when we heard Dr. Jones scream. We ran to his house and saw him on the ground. It was terrible.
Mr. Harold, did you hear or see anything strange?
Not really. I was listening to music at that time and I was dancing too, so I couldn't see or hear anything that happened outside.
But, Mr. Harold, you weren't listening to music. We were in the yard near your house, and we didn't hear anything.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I wasn't at home. I was at the movies.
Okay, please tell me what words you hear, okay? Any, could be the number 2, 4, or 7, okay? Tell me, what words did you listen, okay? Okay, Megan, please, what number?
Number 2.
Okay, what is?
Cooking.
Yeah, but then we are going to check, okay? Shania, what number?
Teacher, the number 4
Okay, what is?
is a yard.
Yard, okay. Adriana, please tell me what number?
The number 9.
Okay, what is?
Hair.
Okay, Diana Joaquin, please tell me one number.
Number 1.
Okay.
Holiday.
Holiday, yeah, let's check after. Maria Jose, tell me one number.
Number 10.
Okay.
Movie.
Movie. Dasha, please, one number.
Number 8.
Okay.
Dancing.
Dancing, okay, good. Now let's check, okay? Let's listen one more time and let's check if these words are correct or not. Okay, listen.
Well, as you all know, Dr. Jones is in the hospital. Someone hit him on the head yesterday afternoon outside his house.
Holiday is not correct, okay? It's hit, the word. Someone hit him on the head. Hit, remember what's hit? Okay, golpear. Someone hit him on the head yesterday afternoon. Okay, let's continue.
Now, I must ask you all some questions. Mrs. Newton, what were you doing at that time? Did you see what happened?
I was cooking
Cooking, very good. I was cooking dinner, no? Good.
dinner when I looked out of the window and saw a strange man in a black hat and black clothes. He was carrying something, but
He was carrying, the word is carrying, okay? He was carrying something, but I couldn't see. Okay, let's continue with the number 4. Let's see if is it correct.
I couldn't see what it was.
What about you, Mr. Donald? What were you doing?
Oh, I was in the yard.
Yard, very good, it's okay. Yard.
I was feeding my dog while my friend.
Feeding my dog. While is this word, okay? While. While my friend. While.
Mrs. Chapman was playing with the cat. We were laughing when we
were laughing, okay, laughing. This is another action. Laughing is when you say ha, 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 ha. When you are talking with someone with jokes and you are laughing. We were laughing, okay? Let's continue.
heard Dr. Jones scream. We ran to his house and saw him on the ground. It was terrible.
On the ground, okay? The ground is on the floor. We ran to his house and we saw him on the ground, on the floor. Okay, ground.
Well,
Mr. Harold, did you hear or see anything strange?
Not really. I was listening to music at that time and I was dancing too.
Dancing, very good, dancing.
So I couldn't see or hear anything that happened outside.
But, Mr. Harold, you weren't listening to music. We were in the yard near your house, and we didn't hear anything.
We didn't hear anything. Very good. Hear, okay? We didn't listen. It's a synonym of listen, okay? The last.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I wasn't at home. I was at the movies.
The movies, very good. Okay, these are the words, okay? I know it's a little difficult. The audio is not working well, okay? But these are the words. Hat, cooking, carrying, yard, while, laughing, ground, dancing, here, and movies. Okay? And now, please, let's complete the next page in our books.
Profe.
Yes.
Teacher, está mal escrito.
What number?
Profesor, yo, Alejandra, estoy haciendo en mi libro y en la plataforma, los dos. Y cuando, ay, me dejan hablar. Y cuando le pongan el check, me dice que tengo 0 correctos y 0 malos, profe.
Ya, eso es falla del sistema, Alejandra. Cuando que te corrija, me mandas una solicitud para desbloquearlo, ¿ya?
Ya, profe.
Okay. Remember, cuando te sale 0% en la plataforma es que ha habido un fallo ahí en la plataforma. Ok, y hay que desbloquearlo. Okay, but copy in your book, please. Copy this in your book, in the real book. Now, let's continue with the next page, page 19. 2 actions in the past, okay? 2 actions that happened in the past. This is the activity K.
¿Por qué lloraste?
Christopher, please.
Christopher, le estoy bajando puntos en el comportamiento observable. Gracias.
Please, Christopher, okay? Now, The number 1. Listen, we are going to complete 2 actions in the past, okay? For example, the number 1. We had dinner, or we were having dinner, when we listened, when we heard a strange noise in the bedroom. In this case, the correct option is we were having dinner, okay, when we heard a strange noise in the bedroom. Okay, it's impossible, it says we had dinner. It's we were having dinner. In Spanish, you need to try to translate to Spanish. Estábamos cenando cuando escuchamos un sonido extraño en la habitación. No es posible decir cené o cenamos cuando escuchamos. ¿Ya? Has no sense. You need to, we were having dinner when we heard a strange noise in the bed. Okay? Shania, please, can you read the number 2?
While I was swimming in the pool, my brother was reading a book.
Excellent. My brother was reading a book. Okay? 3. Who wants to read number 3, please? My baby sister. Let's see, okay? Matias Beltran, please. Matias, read please number 3.
My baby sister was crying
when I got home from school yesterday, or when I was getting home from school yesterday. In this case, repeat please. Was getting. Yeah, good try, but the correct is got. When I got home. When I arrived at home. Si lo traducimos, vas a entender un poquito más por qué. Mi bebé, o mi hermana bebé, mi hermana pequeña, estaba llorando cuando llegué de la escuela. No puedo decir cuando estaba llegando de la escuela. It's not okay. Cuando llegué de la escuela. Okay? Got home. Simple. It's not was getting. Only got. Arrived. Okay? 4. Let's see. Number 4. They were dancing and singing at a party when the music suddenly stopped. Okay? Remember, we were dancing, singing, celebrating at the party when the music stopped. You put stop and the music stopped. It's not like was stopping. No, it's not like that. Only a stop. Okay? 5. Byron, please, can you read number 5? Byron.
Sí, profesor.
Number 5, please, read.
I was getting ready for school when my brother was having breakfast.
Very good. When my brother was having breakfast. Okay, good. Number 6. I'm going to help you, okay? Number 6. While Daisy was walking home, imagine she was walking, she found a bag, or she was finding a bag. She found a bag in the street. Si lo traducimos te va a dar más sentido. Diría, mientras Daisy estaba caminando a casa, ella encontró No puedo decir ella estaba encontrando un bolso en la calle. No decimos así, ¿no? Decimos she found the past. Simple. She found a bag in the street. Okay? Maria Jose, please. The next, 7.
Mark screamed when the dog jumped on him.
Very good. Very good. The same, no? Jump, scream it says, ah, that's a scream it. When the dog jumped on him. Okay? It's not possible, says, when the dog was jumping on him. Okay? Only jumped. Good. And the last, Maria was cleaning her room. No? Was cleaning her room when Sandra called her. Okay? Now this is activity K. And for you, please, for you is D, E, F. Okay, these 3 activities. D, E, F. Now, please, is your turn. Is your turn. Open your. Let's go to the activity. Oh, come on. D, then the activity E, the activity F. Okay, these 3. Now, please, let's work activity D, E, F. Okay, these 3 activities. Unit 5, remember, we are working in 5. B, D, E, F. If you need help, you can use your glossary, your dictionary, remember. Let's work these activities, okay? And you need to finish this, okay, in your platform too.
Profe, yo a Alejandra ya le mandé lo que me dijo para que lo pueda abrir.
Okay, Alejandra. I'm going to unblock, okay? I'm going to check that. But continue, please, Alejandra. Work with these activities, okay? D, E, F.
Okay, teacher.
If B, no? Teacher, what is crying? You can use your glossary, remember, glossary. You open glossary, cry, or crying, no? Crying, the action. Ah, this is cry. The same with the scream at or hurt, okay? Help you. Alejandra, no me aparece el desbloqueo de la actividad. ¿Te salió 0%, Alejandra?
Sí, profe, me salió 00 y entonces yo le puse ahí donde esa cartita.
Claro. A mí me parece que tienes 90%, 80%.
Qué raro, profe, porque incluso hasta la actividad J está en color naranja.
Acá tengo el tuyo, ¿ves? Valdeón, Tello, Alejandra. Es de hoy día, 8 de julio. 90% está hecho bien.
Qué raro, profe. Porque incluso, profe, hasta me aparece en color naranja la
Lo voy a desbloquear.
actividad J.
¿Okay? Lo vuelves a revisar. Okay, complete one more time, please. This is the activity J. Okay.
Profe.
Yes, you have a question? If you need help, raise your hand. If you need help. For example, in the B, no? Tina, this is what happened to Alice last Sunday. She was walking in the mountains when she heard a strange noise, when she listened a strange noise. She went to see what it was, but she slipped off cliff. She screamed for help. Now, screamed says, help, help me, help. That is a screamed. She screamed for help, but no one was there. She was afraid and she started, look at her face, crying or grab it. And complete, please, okay? Let's finish these 5 activities, please, okay? D, E, F, J, and K. Ruben, very good. J and K, you finish, Ruben, very good. Continue with the D, E, F. Alejandra, very good. D, E, F. Very good, Brisa. Matthias, please, let's work in the activities D, E, F. In the activity E is this, similar, no? To actions in the past. Last night, something unbelievable happened to Cameron. While he was driving home, okay, while he was driving home, he saw a little girl. It's not possible, it says he was seeing a little girl. He saw, okay, he saw a little girl in the street. She, the little girl, was crying. She was crying. Okay, continue, please. Try to identify the correct option, okay? Matthias, Christopher, very good, Christopher. Imanol, very good. Continue, please, with your activities. Maria, Ariadna, very good. Maria Jose, very good. Continue, please. Adriana, please complete the J and the K. Okay, Adriana? Because you only finished the F. Daniel, very good, Daniel. Kevin, very good. Oh, Kevin, please, the 5, huh? We are working in unit 5, Kevin. 5, lesson B. Okay, Kevin, 5, lesson B. Not the unit A, not the unit 9. Matthias, very good. Almendra, let's work. And Valerie Yarango, very good, Valerie, you finished the activities. Good, we finished with the class, okay? We don't have much time, it's time for your break. If you didn't finish, it's your homework, okay? If you didn't finish the activities, you need to complete at home, okay? Bye, Alejandro.